Yes, I said sometimes some people they are safer in prison than being outside of the wall of prison. And that can be said about Vybz Kartel. At this present moment, Vybz Kartel, it is safer for him to be in prison than to be outside of the wall of prison. And the reason is that based on the information received and obtained from reliable sources, Vybz Kartel have added another top enemy to his list. Yes, man. And this is a man who do not play, you know. This is a stepper police. Yeah, man. Call this Chucky Brown. A Vybz Kartel newest enemy in prison. Vybz Kartel has made this enemy when he was at Spanish Town District Prison. And he's boasting about it at General Penitentiary. But whilst he's boasting about it, Chucky Brown's handlers out there in Manchester don't take keen to it at all. And if you know who is Chucky Brown handler, you'll have to talk to some detective who used to be in Manchester and Clarendon and familiar with Chucky Brown's affiliation and relationship with this man, because he has seen Chucky Brown like his son, and he's willing to spend even his last drop of money for him to be exonerated. And he have a lot of love for this police officer. But Vybz Kartel did not know what he has done. Now, with this added enemy and what they're planning for his family, especially his children, he doesn't even know if and when it happened, where it's coming from. Because those 3 people that were killed in Waterford by Showdown, those are people who have problems with Vybz Kartel. Not the people who were killed, but relatives. And Showdown and Fated, they are the ones that did this crime in Waterford for Vybz Kartel. So we don't know how this is going to end for him. I don't know. We don't know at this channel if and when the police arrest and charge Showdown, if he's going to squeal, because the police is able now to get video footage from the shooting back then. So they're working on it, and hopefully very soon they'll arrest and charge Showdown for triple murder. So Vybz Kartel, boy, he's worse than Pickle Boss. Worse than Pickle Boss, because this pickle that he's in, I don't know how he's going to get out of this one. Because sometime in life there are some people that you don't mess with because of their connection and who they know or who knows them. And Vybz Kartel has overstepped his boundaries. Sometime in life, you just have to let you check your ego. And that's the biggest problem with a lot of our Jamaican people. They have an egotistical problem. And they want everybody to be afraid, to fear them as if they are God, because they can kill people. But when I was growing up, my mother always told me that whatever somebody can do, you can do the same. Because you have one life, just as the other person. So nobody is superior to the other. It's just everything, it's all about your mind. Some people are physically stronger than others, but the most important thing is the mind. From your mind is not conquered, you're good. And that's the problem with Vybz Kartel. He had taken more than he can chew. Sometimes you just have to let things go. This culture of people wanted others to fear them. It's wrong. We need to get that out of the psyche of people. how to handle disagreements without violence involved. It's time to change that narrative for us as a people to embrace each other and love each other. Because how much blood is enough blood? Because the amount of people have been killed in Jamaica since independence and for the past 50 years. I don't even think the government have the correct death figures, because there are people that have been killed in Jamaica whose bodies have never been recovered. So based on information received from the General Penitentiary Prison in Kingston, Jamaica, one of Jamaica's most popular artists, Adidja Palmer, otherwise known as Vybz KARTEL, is in prison, boasting that he had thrown tea into the face of convicted cop Collis Chucky Brown, who was sentenced to 51 years in prison for his stupidity of giving a caution statement, thus sending himself to prison. However, without the caution statement, Chucky Brown would be a free policeman, a free person today. But you see, you cannot turn a groundsman into a doctor, because he's not going to know his job. He has to go to medical school and train. You cannot just take up somebody off the road and turn them into a professional. And that is what happened in Chucky Brown's case, because Chucky Brown might be brave and cold-hearted or whatever they want to say, but one thing with him, he wasn't smart. And whatever he was taught at the Jamaica Police Academy, I don't even know if that's the one they attended, he didn't grasp it. So I don't know how this man graduated, because they will tell you, with a caution statement, you are the only person that can send yourself to prison. Without a caution statement, nobody can do anything. And this man sent himself to prison. This policeman. I don't know where he got his training from or who taught him. But one thing we know, that he didn't grasp anything from the training, because he had sent himself to prison. Some people said that the caution statement Chucky Brown has given, thus sending himself to prison, was given under duress, coercion, threats and fraud. But our police officer to let Terence Williams let him give a statement under duress and threats? Well, they should be saying promises. He was promised certain things, and by doing that, by promising certain things, that is fraud. You cannot promise someone something in return for them to give a caution statement. A caution statement is a voluntary statement of a person admitting to the crime that they have committed. So without that, you cannot do anything. So without the necessary, because based on information that his confession is a videotape. So if they haven't edited out that part that he was offered certain things for him to confess and implicate others in his deeds, well then, that caution statement is invalid. So the court should have thrown out his case. But the cop did not have any idea what he was doing at the time, as he was not a witty cat. That means Chucky Brown wasn't a smart police officer, and only scraped through the training with the help of others due to his father's connection to the PNP LGBTQ plus party. Yes, so the person that they said that he's affiliated with the PNP LGBTQ plus activist, and they said this is the man that in 1989 came to Jamaica. 1988 came to Jamaica and just threw $100,000 in a briefcase to Michael Manley at the National Arena. That is what was said. I was a young police then. So they're saying this is the same man that is affiliated with Chucky Brown, and his name is SKENG. Yes, Kenneth Black, SKENG. That's what they said. And based on what they are saying, that Chucky Brown would be guarding from instruction from the Commissioner of Police and from the Prime Minister, that this man was assigned to bodyguard SKENG, Chucky Brown. I don't know how the police force account for it, but that was when the PNP was in power. So I don't know if it's continuing to the GLP administration. I would have to talk back to my sources again, because this is rather troubling. I have never seen or heard anything like that where a police officer is assigned to a private citizen 24/7. But that's how it is. That is Jamaica. Welcome to Jamaica. And you know, if he was smart, he know that what he was doing, he was sending himself to prison. But that's how it is when you're not smart. It's easy for people to, you know, to dupe you. I do believe that even a district constable would have held their own. And what Chucky Brown did not know was his rights. And he gave them away. And now he's in prison. All the guy had to do was to keep his behind quiet. And everything would have been worked out for him. So now that VYBZ Kartel have a new enemy, and it's Chucky Brown, you know, VYBZ Kartel not only have Chucky Brown as his enemy, he now have SKENG as his enemy. Because SKENG is Chucky Brown godfather. So VYBZ Kartel just add another list of enemies to his problems. If this is your first time to the channel, you know, please consider to subscribe. Click on the subscription button, click the bell, select all, so that whenever we release a video at this channel, you'll be able to be the first one to see it. Share the video, share it with others, share it with your friend, your enemies, your neighbor, your co-worker. Comment below. Let us know what you're thinking. What is your opinion? All comments are welcome, whether you agree or disagree, and we don't expect everyone to agree with us all the time, because if you agree with us all the time, that means you're an organic robot. There must be something that I am saying, that we are saying at this channel, that you disagree with. But thanks for watching the Jamaica Young Police channel. Have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police channel out.